Hi everyone, welcome to our channel. So today we're going to discuss about list. Okay, so we have collections. So basically, collections are of four types. First is list, second is tuple, third is sets, fourth is dictionaries. Okay, so first we'll discuss about what is list. Okay, so in Python list, we are going to discuss all these topics. So first, how to create a list, how to access a list, how to slice a list, how to reassign a list, how to delete elements in a list, multi-dimensional list, concatenation of list, some operations on list, how we iterate on a list, what is list comprehension, what are different built-in functions present in a list, and what are different built-in methods present in a list. So basically, first, what is a list? Okay, so the list is a data type available in Python, and remember, list is mutable. So what is mutable? Mutable means once we create it, we can change it. So what does it mean of changing? Okay, for example, if you want to add any elements inside a list, I can add. If you want to remove any elements present in a list, I can remove. So that is mutable. Okay, so there are two things here. One is mutable, one is immutable. So mutable means once you create it, you can have modifications on it. Immutable means once you create it, you can't modify it at any cost. Okay. So, but our list is a data type which is immutable, which can be written as a list of comma separated values inside a square brackets. Okay. So, what are comma separated values? Okay. So, let us assume. Let me show this. Okay. So, list underscore one. So, if I say I want to insert elements inside a list. Okay, the first and foremost thing which we need to remember is we can insert elements with the same data type, or we can insert elements with a different data type. So let me show how this is possible. So if I say 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5, okay, and that too we should provide inside a square bracket. Okay, so now this is a list. Okay, so now if we print it, print list underscore one. Okay, so if I print this, I will get an output 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which I entered. Now, for example, let us see the data type of this list, whether we provided integer or not. Okay, so so let me check type of list underscore one of. I am checking for the zeroth element, zeroth index. Okay, so let's check this. So it's class integer. Okay, so from this we can give a clarity that all the data types which we took is integer. So that means only we can take integers, or we can take a list with the different data types. So now we'll see a list of different data types. Okay, so one is an integer. So next 2.5. So 2.5 is a floating point number. Next true. So true is a boolean. Next 4 plus 5j. So 4 plus 5j is complex. Okay. So next is, let me take string data type. So let me take private. Okay. So if I execute this, so list underscore one. Sorry, let me take type. Let me remove this type. So if I execute this, I will get all the data types. So 1, 2.5, true, 4 plus 5j, comma, Praveen. So let me check with the second element, 2.5, whether it is a floating point or not. So type of, so list underscore one of 1. Okay. So what we get? So we'll obviously get class float. So that means from this we can say that the list can contain different data types, or list can also contain same data type. Okay. So let us check whether list contains list. Okay. So it's all just checking. Okay. So whether list contains list or not. So let me give like 1 comma 2 comma 3. Okay. So let me print this. So if there is any mistake, we'll get an error. Okay. So that means a list can contain a list. Okay. So a list can contain a list. So let us assume we'll check whether we can give a tuple or not. So tuple is with square brackets. Okay. And let us check whether is it possible or not. Okay. So we can give tuple also. So let us check whether we can give set or not. So set is with curly braces, like 1, 2, 3. So let us check whether we can give set or not. Okay, so we can also give set. Now let us check whether we can give dictionary or not. So dictionary is nothing but it's key value pairs. So in quotations, okay, so the first one is key. So let me say that it's a name and colon, and the second one is value. So it's a key value pair. So let us give Praveen. So if I execute this, so I can also give dictionary. Okay, so in a list I can give either list, either set, either dictionary, either tuple. So that's not an issue. Okay, so let me remove this. Okay. So this is my list. So items or elements of the list need not be of same data type. So that's what we discussed. So creating list is as simple as putting different comma separated values between square brackets. So that's what we did. So here we separated the different data types with comma separated values. Okay. So these are some examples. Like arrays in C, list indices starts at 0 and list can be sliced and concatenated. Okay. So next, the next most important thing is accessing list. So how to access a list? So as I said that list accesses the elements using its indexing. So what sort of an indexing do we have? So here, let us say that we have forward indexing. Okay, forward indexing, and we also have reverse indexing. So what is this forward indexing and reverse indexing? So forward indexing is like let us assume that I have a list 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so the forward indexing will always start with 0th index. So my 0th index is 1. Okay, so 0th index. So this is first index, this is second index, this is third index, this is fourth index. Okay, now what is reverse indexing? So reverse indexing is like it starts from reverse, like backward to forward. Okay, so reverse indexing will always starts with -1. Remember, so forwarding indexing will always start with 0. Reverse indexing will always starts with -1. So this is -1. Okay, so to access this element, we should give -2. So for this -3, for this -4, and the last one is -5. So in this way, we can access elements in reverse order. This is called reverse indexing. Okay, so now we'll see how to access elements. Okay, so let me take a list, list underscore 1 equal to, let me take different data types like 10, comma 23.5, comma, let me take a string, let me take Boolean, false. So let me take complex, 3 plus 4j. So that's it. Okay. Now let me access this. Print list underscore 1 of 0. Okay. So let me copy this. So we can see the mistake here. I have declared list underscore 1 with the first L is capital, but I have given small l. So you should be careful with the right. So this is 0, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, and let me copy this and paste it. So total we have only 5 elements, right? So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So this is forwarding indexing. Okay. So it will start with 0. Next element is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So if I execute this, see, I got the first element as that is 0th index as 10, the first index as 23.5, and second index as Praveen, and third index as false, and the fourth index as, that is my last index as 3 plus 4. Now let me access from reverse. Okay, so I'll simply copy this. So reverse indexing will always start with, as I said, with -1. Okay. So this is -1, and this is this is -2, and this is -3, and this is -4, and this is -5. Okay. So if I execute this, you can see exactly reverse. So you can see here the output, it's like a mirror image. Okay. So the last index is 3 plus 4j, whereas in reverse 3 plus 4j is the first index. Okay, that is from -1. So next false, next Praveen, next 23.5, next 10. Okay, so this is the perfect example for forward indexing and reverse indexing. How to access elements. Okay, so this is forward indexing. Okay, and this is reverse indexing. Okay, so in this way I can also put a comma. Okay, so this is a way to access multiple elements. Okay, so multiple indices. So what I can do is list 1 of 0, right? So here I can view list 1 of 0 comma list 1 list underscore 1 of 1. Okay, comma, like that I can view side by side. Okay, so with this also we can get output, like it will come side by side. So 10 comma 23.5, like that. Okay, so this is a multiple way of accessing the list elements. Okay. So here, as I said, that we have forward indexing and negative indexing, that is backward indexing, or we call it as reverse indexing. So forward indexing, as I said, it always starts with 0th index, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and reverse indexing will always start with -1, -2, -3, -4, and so on. Okay, so the last index in forward will be the first index in backward. Like if we take this example, list of 5 will be list of -1. Okay, so 8.6 is the last index in forward indexing, and 8.6 is the first index in reverse indexing. Okay, so next, slicing list. Okay, so list slicing is the process of extracting a portion of list from an original list. Okay, so what is the start, stop, what is the start, stop, and step? Okay, so start, stop, and step, we have 3 positions here. How to slice our list: start position, stop position, and step. So let me say this. So here we have start. So let me increase this. We have start, colon, stop, colon, step. So what are the start, stop, and step in slice? So remember, start always starts with 0. Okay, so stop, there is here we should mention, for example, if I say stop equal to 0, so what happens is here 6 is excluded. Okay, and we will include up to 5. Okay, so whatever be the number which is given in stop, we should exclude that, and we should take the number before that. That means if it is 6, we should take up to 5. If it is 5, we should take up to 4. Okay, so if stop is 6, that means we should take up to 5. That means from 0 to 5. So what is 0 to 5 here? Like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. Okay, now coming to step. So what is step here? So if step default here start equal to 0 means default start is 0. Remember. Okay, so there is no default for stop, so we should mention this. So by step we also have a default value. So this is the default value for step. Okay. So we have a default value for step. So what is the step equal to 1? That means only one step. So after 0, so 0 plus 1, 1, 1 plus 1, 2, 2 plus 1, 3. So for example, let me show an example for you. So if my start is 0 and my stop is 7 and my step is 2. Okay, so now let us see. So what is start here? So start is 0, so it should start from 0. What is step? Step equal to 7. 7 in the sense we should take up to 6. So we should take only up to 6. So what does it mean? I'm sorry, this is stop, right? So this is stop. So what is step here? So step is 2. That means we should take up to 2 positions. Like we should take 0 to 6, right? So 0, and we should take 2 positions. 0 plus 2, 2. 2 plus 2, 4. 4 plus 2, 6. Okay, up to 6, right? We should not include 7. Okay, 7 is excluded. We should take up to 6. So 0 to 6, 0 to 7, up to 0 to 6, the range is 0 to 4 and 6. Okay. If step is not given, default it will take 1. So what we'll get? We'll get up to 6. 0, next 1, next 2, next 3, next 4, next 1. Okay. So 0 to 6, like that. Okay. So I hope you understood what is slicing. So now let's take an example here. List underscore 1. So what is slicing here? Slicing is if we have a large list, we can divide our list into sub list. So if I say I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I say print, okay, list underscore 1 of, okay, so I should take the square brackets. Okay, so there is no rule that must and should we should include start. Okay, so even though we have not included start, we'll get an output. So you can see here, for example, if I say 6, so it means that the start obviously 0 and the number which is given is nothing but stop. By default, step is 1. So in this case, so if you see, start is obviously 0, stop equal to 6. Okay, so which means that we need to take up to 5. Okay, and step is not given, so default it is 1. So what are our values here? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We should take up to 5. That's it. Okay, so if you see the output, we'll get 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So we should mention this. Okay, so not 0. Our element is starting with 1, right? Okay, so that means your start is 0th index and it will take up to 5. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what we got here output 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so if I say my start is 2, okay, and my stop is 6, and my step is 1. So what does it mean? We should start from 2. Okay, so what is my second index here? 0, 1, 2. That is third. Second index is 3, and up to 5. So what output will get? 3, 4, 5. Sorry, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so 3, 4, 5, 6 is the output. So if I not mention anything, I have mentioned only 0. So I will get, see, list of 0. So what it will take? It will not take slicing. So if you leave like this 0, it thinks that you are accessing an element. So in order to use slicing operator, we should give colon. Okay, so if you leave like this, it will take as index. So it will give the output as 1. Why? Because 0th index is 1. So if you give like this, that means we are mentioning only start. We are not mentioning stop. We are not mentioning step. So that means all the elements will get. So if you see, we'll get all the elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I am mentioning stop. Let us assume 0 is to 4. That means 4 is excluded. We'll include only up to 3. That means 0th index, first index, second index, third index. So what do we get? We'll get 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. So if I say that I will include only this one, what does it mean? We'll get everything. Why? Because we're not mentioning start, we're not mentioning stop, we're not mentioning step. So that means it will take all the elements present in a list. So I will show examples here. So here we took one list 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And the first, this is the first index. List of 0 is 0. A list of 1 is 1. So I am writing the elements present in that index. So if I say 0 is 2, that means we are providing only start. Okay, so 0, see list of 0 colon. So what does it mean? Your start is 0 and we are not mentioning stop. That means the elements present in the list, the total elements present in the list will get the output. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if we say list of colon, that means we have not mentioned start, we have not mentioned stop, and we have not even mentioned step. But if we specify colon, so we'll get all the elements present in the list. So 2 is to 4. So 2 is to 4 in the sense your starting index is 2 and up to 4, up to 3. Why? Because 4 is not included. So we'll get 2, 3. Okay, so second index is 2 and the third index is 3. And 1 is to 3. My start is 1 and stop is 3. That means we'll get the first and second index. So first and second index is we'll get 1 and 2 elements. So these are all sub lists. Okay, so this is the main list and these are all sub lists. Okay, so what is slicing here? Making a large list into sub list. Okay, so that is what slicing is all about. Okay, so we can see different examples here. Okay, first A 0 is to 3. So my list is 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. So 0 is to 3 in the sense your starting index is 0, your start is 0 and stop is 3. That means we'll include up to 2. So that means 0, 1, 2. So what is there in 0, 1, 2 indices? So we have 987. So output is 987. So printing a part of a list from 0 to 2. Okay. So coming to A is to 4. That means I'm not mentioning start. So by default start will be 0. So stop is 4 in the sense we'll take up to 3. So 0, 1, 2, 3. So what are the lists present in 0, 1, 2, 3? So 9876. So in the first example, the sublist is 987. In the second example, the sublist is 9876. So A1 is 2. That means I'm mentioning the start, I'm not mentioning the stop. So from the first index, I will get all the elements. So this is the first index, 87. The first index is 8. So 87654, I will get all the elements. So the sublist is 87654. Now next is A is to symbol. That is A colon. That means I will get all the elements. So 987654, I will get all the elements. So prints the entire list. A2 is to 2. My start is 2, my stop is 2. So it's highly impossible. Why? Because it yields an empty slice. Okay, so we'll get an empty list. Why? Because my start is 2 and my stop is 2. So it yields nothing. We'll get an empty list. So next, 0 is to 6 is to 2. Okay, so my start is 0, my stop is 6. That means I should include 0 to 5 and that to 2. That means 0 plus 2. First 0, next 0 plus 2, 2, next 2 plus 2, 4. So I will take up to 4. That means 0th index, second index, fourth index. So why 5 is not included? Here I am taking up to 5 elements. So 0 to 4. So 0th index I have 9. Second index I have 7 and fourth index I have 5. So 975 is a sublist. Okay. So slicing list values with step size 2. So step here the size is 2. So A minus 1. So let me show this example here. So I have a list here, right? So if I say print list underscore minus 1 of colon minus 1. So I'm not mentioning start, I'm not mentioning stop, and if I specify step as minus 1, that means it's nothing but we are reversing a list. Okay, so the list will be printed from the reverse. That means 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So in examination, they may ask you like this, write a Python program to reverse a list. So it's as simple as that. So list underscore 1, so colon minus 1. So if you see what output we'll get 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So this is all about reversing a list. Okay. So so in this video, we discussed about how to create a list, how to access elements present in a list, and what is slicing in a list with examples. Okay. So I hope you understood today's concept. So the students who are watching my channel for the first time, I request you to please subscribe my channel. Please share my videos to your friends and well-wishers, those who are studying in different other colleges. Please support my channel in all possible ways. Thank you. Thank you very much and have a wonderful day.